Hello everyone, and welcome to a pre-made draft of Forgotten Realms, and this will also be my final set completion series part. So this is my event number 65. Most of them were drafts, but some sealed deck events there are too, and some of the drafts were the draft challenges. But anyway, 65 events of limited Forgotten Realms, and after this draft I will be opening all my packs, and I'm quite likely to get full set completion given that I have picked a bunch of mythic rares and of course rares, and I have during these events, and then of course I have somewhere around 270 packs or 60 packs. I don't recall the exact amount, but I should be completing the set. Now, okay, what is the peak? I do like the rogue class, but it's not really that amazing. I mean, it is good, yeah, but it is two colors, and I just like the Knoll Hunter a bit more. Really fantastic two drop. Yeah, it's a double color card. If it was single color, just a mono blue, I would take it in that case, but not now. Okay. By the way, the pack opening video, I will make a video about it, but I won't be doing it in this video. It will be in a separate pack opening video. I will have a link to that video in the description below, so you can check out if you want to just see the packs opened. And I will also have my final set completion summary, which will include information about what were my win rates in the events, and how many gems did it cost to me, and how many wildcards I net here, because I'm not getting any. I'm not gonna use any wildcards to craft the cards, so I will of course get a bunch of them as well when I open the packs. But it will be in a separate video. Link is below. It's already published when you are watching this. Here, Black Dragon. I think I like it more than the Sesra, Thieves' Tools, Hobgoblin Captain. Let's try the Black Dragon. I have played so many decks with red and green, so I just want to maybe try if this gonna work. And of course, the Black Dragon is a good card. I can accelerate into it. But now I get slightly punished because I'm giving another Hobgoblin Captain and a Fairy Fireball. I don't even think that the Green Dragon is that good. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed about this pick. Now I'll take the Hobgoblin Captain now then. I would rather have two of them. But hey, who knows? Maybe I still can move to black here, but... Or maybe I'm just not green here. Actually, green doesn't seem to be very open. Am I supposed to take a price of loyalty here and try to get there with the sacrifice thing? I mean, I haven't really drafted that deck a lot of times, so maybe I can try it now. There's a Swarming Goblins and the Thieves' Tools, which are good. Array of Enfeeblement, also decent main deckable in best of one also, and in best of three, of course. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have a Captain and a Black Dragon. Fine. Let's take the price of loyalty, just because I know this is like the most drafted deck, but it's also something I haven't personally really drafted a lot. So I can try it now. Knoll Hunter is now here. Well, I'm not taking that when I just took a price of loyalty. Am I going to take an Evolving Wilds Thieves' Tools? I do like the Thieves' Tools. Also, it gives me a treasure, so I can accelerate into the Black Dragon. Now, there's a Farides Fireball actually too. I kind of missed it. Oh man. I like the Thieves' Tools, but maybe even a bit better in blue-black, where the blue creatures that connect are better than the red ones that don't care about connecting. Okay, yeah, let's take the Fireball. I kind of missed it somehow. Now I could still be green-red, although in that case I would have wanted to pick the Knoll Hunter. But let's see what happens. I think I passed a price of loyalty in an earlier pack too, so if that comes back, that would be pretty fantastic too. That would mean the archetype is open. Alright, so here a couple of 2-drops. I take the Horde Robber now. And now I didn't take the Thieves' Tools, which would be good with this, but I'll take it now anyway. Or with the Hexblade. So let's see. 5 cards for black-red. Only 2 black and 3 red. Although if I'm going to be red and green in the end, the price of loyalty won't be put into that deck. I need some sacrifice outlets, of course, to make the price of loyalty an actual good card. So that's going to be a Sepulchre Goal, Deadly Dispute, and then some uncommons are possibilities too. Okay, no sacrifice outlets, nothing too amazing here. Goblin Javeliner, Beholder, Manticore. If I went for red-green, I would be happy with the Circle of the Moon Druid, but I guess I'll go the black-red route now. So I have an expensive card, so I don't care about the Beholder. Maybe I'll take the Manticore. It's actually quite fine. If I attack with the Hoardrobber, it's gonna be often blocked, and then Manticore can kind of punish. Okay, I get the Tiger Tribe Hunter, which is like one of the better cards to combine with Price of Loyalty. You get so much value. You steal the creature and attack, assuming with pack tactics with this thing. You sacrifice the stolen creature to kill one other of the creatures. So yeah, let's take it. And Gnoll Hunter can go away now. Now this is enough of a foundation for a black-red deck that I'm gonna draft black-red. And of course, black and red are strong colors in general. There are a lot of playables. So even if other drafters on the table are drafting this color combination or in general black and red decks, I will still have a good chance to pick up some playables even later in the packs. Here I think I'll take the Trider, but I'm not probably going to play it, but Kick in the Door is the only other option, which is even worse, so pretty easy to take that. And now I can take Thieves' Tools. Pretty happy about this thing coming back to me. It's already good with the Hoardrobber, and of course any creature that has 3 or less power is going to be unblockable, and it's really decent in that sense too. You don't have to have abilities that do something when the creature deals combat damage to a player. Right, here I don't actually care about these cards, so let's take that, and Herald of Hadar. I have a couple of 5 mana cards, and I might even play the Rider rather than Herald, so I'll take the 4-drop. Who knows, maybe I don't have any other 4-drops. Okay, I got the Herald too. And maybe I will play the Iron Golem, but I'm not a big fan of that card. Oh, look at this. Westgate Regent, a black bomb rare. Let's take it, and like I said, black and red are so strong in this set that it's easy to get playables late in the pack. So here, when talking about cards that are playable of the black and red ones, the Goblin Javeliner is a card I usually don't play maybe in black-red. I'd like it maybe in equipment-focused white-red decks. But anyway, this is the card I'm not excited about playing in this deck. All the other cards that are black or red, I wouldn't mind having. I guess the second Fireball isn't ideal after you already have one, but still it's playable. Or Ogre Skeletons, Feign Death, Grim Bounty, of course, would be the second pick after the Westgate Regent, and Rust Monster, all fantastic picks here. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the rare, that are playable for my color combination. Oh yeah, I get another bomb rare. Well, this is not exactly... Well, it is still a bomb rare. I mean, sometimes the opponent gets to kill it before you get to dissolve the creature it steals, but that's still going to be a lot of tempo. And 4 mana for 3, this is going to be still a reasonable card stat-wise. So pretty good start to the pack 2 here. And okay, well, this is not so good. There is an Earth Cult Elemental, but then again, I have a Black Dragon. I can actually just cut the Herald of Hadar and Rider now, because I'm gonna play all these 5 mana cards, and I'm going to play the Black Dragon, so I don't want to necessarily play anything expensive anymore. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna pick from this pack. The Earth Cult Elemental is good, but I need early stuff here. This is also best of 1 draft, so there's no sideboarding. I don't like the Devour Intellect. I don't like the Spear Dagger here. I won't be playing all the expensive cards. I mean, I wouldn't play the 6-drop. I mean, I will play these, but that I have picked. But I take 20 gems because I'm greedy, because I know I'm not going to play the Earth Cult Elemental in this deck. That's the reason. But why not take 20 gems when the pack doesn't have anything for your deck? In best of 3, that would be different. I would take the Earth Cult Elemental for my sideboard, because it's in some grind matchups you want to play multiple 6-drops, but it's too risky against unknown decks that might be very fast, and being stuck with a lot of expensive cards in your hand is one way to lose a game in limited. Now here, Vampire Spawn, easy pick here. I need some early stuff, and that's definitely a good one. Dungeon map would be actually interesting with the expensive cards I have here. It really is. But there's a Hoardrobber, which is just I need 2-drops, and it's not a bad 2-drop. I take this, but I would really play Dungeon map in this deck. I definitely would play it, but I think I'll just want to have an early presence here now. Alright, sampling gas, very easy pick up here. Red isn't really open in this direction. And also the other price of loyalty didn't come back. I hope I get to pick at least one other sacrifice outlet. I haven't actually seen anything else than the Tiger Tribe Hunter. But yeah, I'm not taking the discard card here, so sampling gas it is. But yeah, I would want to, I don't need another price of loyalty, but I would want to have another sacrifice outlet to kind of make it reasonable to play this card. I'm not sure if I'm going to play this if the only synergy is this Tiger Tribe Hunter. Now, sometimes you can just aggro your opponents out by playing a price of loyalty without, having any sacrifice outlet for it. But it's so situational card. Sometimes you are on the defense and then this does nothing in that case, and that's a situation you don't want to be in. All right, so bag of holding, I don't think I have time to fool around with that. I'm not really a big fan of the Brazen Dwarf here. I have a couple of 1/3s already. Yeah, I'm not going to play the Brazen Dwarf, so I'll take the bag of holding. Who knows, maybe it's going to deck, and it's an uncommon, so I guess better for Vault if I'm not going to play it. Okay, Rust Monster, better than the Javeliner for this deck, I think. Yeah, no outlets for sacrificing. One Sepulture Gold would be enough to make me happy. Alright, Spade Dagger, I'm still not playing it, so I'll take the uncommon. I have 16 out of 40 cards in here, and if nothing else, I can play the bag of holding. So that's 17. Well, I mean 16 non-lands, I should say. So I need only 7 cards for the deck, and I have 1 pack left here. So I'm not really worried about running out of playables. Iron Golem, though, is a card that, well, I'm currently actually playing it, but it's maybe one of the first cuts when I am at over 23 playables. This is most likely going to be the first cut out of these cards. I like the Manticore here actually because of the double Horde Dropper, so I can get value out of this. And of course this works in defense. I mean, you have like a creature you couldn't attack with, you can jump block with it, and then because this has flash, you can just kill the opposing attacker. Alright, let's take something here. It doesn't matter really. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cards only, but I don't really have any other color of cards in my sideboard I'm willing to play, so I think it's going to be black and red here. Yeah, there's a Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, which of course I have like one goblin here. Yep, it's not really that great in limited unless you have a lot of goblins, which you can have sometimes, but not in this deck. And this is pack 3, too late to start picking up some goblins, so I'm not taking that. Then again, there's a Grim Bounty, which I think I would most likely take it over the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. It would have to be a very goblin-focused deck for me to pick this over Grim Bounty. But yeah, now it's pretty easy decision. There's also Warlock, Class Hoarding Ogre. They are nice cards, but Grim Bounty, I don't have that many removal spells here, so I'm happy to take it now. Okay, not going to take another Black Dragon. And out of the 2-drops, I would take the Hexblade over the Hobgoblin Captain over the Hexblade, because I don't have that much treasure generating. But I think I'll take here, in this case, the Improvised Weaponry, mostly because I want to accelerate maybe into my 5-drops and the 7-drop. And this treasure is making me able to do that easier. So I take that now. I think the Hobgoblin Captain would be my second pick. I don't want to pick any more of these expensive cards because I really have a lot of expensive stuff already. Now the Sellsword isn't that bad, but I take there's also a Sampling Ghast, but I still take the Evolving Wilds. At this point it fixes my mana for almost for free, of course. Entering tapped is not entirely free, but it's still better than a basic land. Alright, in this pack, again you see how good black and red in this set are. I would be perfectly happy to pick Yuan-Ti and Plundering Barbarian. Not another copy of Thieves' Tools though. But yeah, this would be picks I would be very happy with. But then again, there's the bum uncommon Battlecry Goblin, which I'm of course going to take here. But yeah, black and red compared to blue commons, and there are not a lot of blue commons you are happy to pick, so there's really a big difference in the worst color of the set, at least limited wise, blue, and then the best colors, which are black and red. Okay, here couple of 3-mana removals. I might just take the Improvised Weaponry for the same reason. This is not really a venture focused deck, so this is not gonna really give the -5s. -5 ever. And I think the treasure is a bit more valuable than the venture. Now you can shrink bigger creatures with this, so you can put this on a 4/4 to make it a 2/2, but usually you don't want to do that. So I think the 2 damage with the treasure is going to be my choice here. How many creatures I have? I have enough creatures. And here, okay, there's a Sepulchre Gold. This means I will play the Price of Loyalty. And Yuanti. Yeah, that's the pick over this. And I'm now at 22 non-lands because yeah, I have 23 here, but I have the Evolving Wilds. And I actually like all the cards in here. So even the Iron Golem, because I don't have that many 4-drops, I can play the Iron Golem here. It often trades with an opposing 2-drop, but sometimes not. And I can still cut it if I don't think I'm gonna put any of these into the deck and cut. Well, I still need one actual playable because I'm at 22 non-lands. I'm not playing 18 lands. 17 will be enough here. So hopefully some nice card, and then some other nice card still, and maybe I can cut Iron Golem at that point. This seems to be a very quick deck building. I don't think there's going to be a lot of decisions because my sideboard doesn't really have cards I'm willing to put to the deck, so it's going to be easy. I like the Clattering Skeletons more than the Iron Golem. I don't think I need the Windfall. Hexblade, well, I have now 2-drops. Now this can sometimes draw a card in this deck, but I also might want to use my treasures to get, cast a 7-drop or something. So I'll take the Clattering Skeletons now, and the next playable will be played over the Iron Golem. But I don't think Fate's Reversal is that card. No, I don't want to play it in this deck. I don't think, at least. I guess I can return a Cube, Regent, Black Dragon. But it's still pretty slow. I'll just take the uncommon here. I'm not playing that. It's a 2-mana Raise Dead effect. And this is not a Venture deck, really, so it's not that good. Another Bag of Holding. Do I find a black or a red card here? Spoils of the Hunt here. I'm not gonna let this go here this late. Technically it would be splashable because I have some amount of treasure generating here. Okay, it seems like I'm actually not going to get anything to play over Iron Golem. So I have a decision between Bag of Holding and Iron Golem here, I think. Which am I gonna play? It's not going to be one of the 5-drops. I have pretty heavy curve here. Let's put the Bag of Holding to the deck for now. And now let's see the sideboard. Yeah, so these are now the on-color cards in my sideboard, and given my 1, 2, 3, 5-drops, 1 7-drop, maybe. Actually, I'm having second thoughts. Maybe I can cut the Iron Golem, put the Herald of Hadar in. Let's put it at least now in, and I will cut 2 of those. I don't think I'm going to play the Drider here. I like this mana sink a little bit better than the Drider, which the 3 toughness on a 5-mana creature is really annoying, and it's not even good in terms of blocking flyers because of the 3 toughness. It will trade with 3 power flyers, for instance, and I don't like it when you have a 5-mana card. Something like a Spider with 5 toughness would be a lot better in blocking some flyers. Now this has a nice ability when you get to connect, but how likely is it that your 5-drop that has only 3 toughness is going to be able to deal damage to a player? It's so easy to block with like wide range of creatures that the opponent will have access to at that point when you have had to use 5 mana on this. So it's really not, you can't count on dealing damage with this thing to a player. Right, so with all that said, let's cut the lands for now. It's going to be a 17 land deck. So Bag of Holding, Iron Golem, and Herald of Hadar. Out of those, I'm going to cut 2. I'm going to check quickly the other ones here. Number of creatures 18, so I can... Oh, sorry. Yeah, the bug is still here. So what just happened is that I had this window open, and I was trying to, get it closed by clicking somewhere elsewhere. But the done button, which is here on the bottom right corner of the screen, even though it disappears when you have this open, if you click here, it actually registers as me pressing the done button. So that's something you can do when you are sideboarding, because you are done sideboarding when you do that mistake. So you have to be careful not to do that. So anyway, it doesn't matter here because it's just a deck building. I can even return to deck building here. Of course, it didn't allow me to even submit this deck because it has less than 40 cards. But that was what happened there. Anyway, I have 18 creatures, so I can easily cut even 2 creatures in here. But I feel like the Bag of Holding and Iron Golem might be cut, and this would be my deck. The reason I maybe don't mind having all the 5 drops here is that I have treasure generating here. Thieves' Tools, Improvised Weaponries, these are guaranteed treasures, so I can cast these things on turn 4. Also the Grim Bounty will give me a treasure, so as long as I get to 4 lands, I have a good chance to also have either draw a 5th land or a spell that makes a treasure, so that I can play my 5 drops. And have 8 only red cards, 15 black, but red wasn't really that open, especially in pack 2, so I'm still playing all the red cards here. Of course, I have a Battlecry Goblin, which needs a lot of red. These are double casters, so I'm not going to play like a huge amount of extra swamps, but I think I'm going to still play more swamps. With the Evolving Wilds, you could of course play 8 and 8 basics, but I think it's 9 and 7 in favoring swamps here, because I have so much more black cards. And I can get to the double red casters because of the improvised weaponries, for instance. If I have one mountain and this, I can get the treasure that allows me to get the other red here. Alright, so let's take this funny looking jumpstart graveyard swamp here. So 9 of those and 7 mountains, which would be... Let's take this one. This was the lightning deck from jumpstart maybe. Alright, so that is the deck. So this is my final draft in the set completion series, but like I have said earlier, but just in case you are just tuned in earlier in my drafts, I will still continue drafting Forgotten Realms, 1 upload per day, unless I'm somehow extremely busy and can't do that. But usually one draft per day will be published on the channel of Forgotten Realms until the next set releases in about a month. And of course I will start drafting Innistrad and completing that set. So even though I can complete the set right now, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop drafting. And there's also a chance that I don't get to complete if I'm unlucky with the mythic drops, because it's only an average of 1 out of 7 rares will upgrade into a mythic rare, so that's only a long-term average value, the expected value. It can be less than that when I open my almost 300 packs, so it's possible that in the pack opening video I don't get to get all the mythics, but I will be getting there anyway before the next set releases, because I'm going to continue drafting. Now I'm on the draw with pretty decent hand here with 2-drop and a 3-drop. What's not to like? They have a veteran, I have a blocker for it. I'm going to play the Horde Robber. No need to play the Sepulchre Call, I will want to have it around in case I find my price of loyalty. Okay, sadly they get to connect here. And I can't connect back. Now I could attack, but they are not gonna give me the treasure here. They're gonna take my combat trick or whatever I might have, so they are not gonna give me the treasure. So there's no point actually attacking here. I'll just play my 3-drop here. And now I can trade with the Armory Veteran. I suppose I won't trade with that, and they won't be attacking with the Singer. Oh, they are. Well, I'm gonna double block the Valor Singer. I think they don't want to do that. They should have pumped the Veteran, but no, they do want to trade with the Vampire Spawn. Really? I mean, them losing this ability that pumps their attackers on their turn is really good for me. Alright, so Battlecry Goblin, what does that mean? I could offer the trade with the Pegasus. Is that something I want to do? Oh, in that case I will get the treasure as well, so yeah, I will offer the trade here. No, actually, I do have a... Sorry, I was a bit hasty in my thinking. I can just play 2 spells here. So, no point playing the Goblin in that case. I can have a hasty surprise attacker. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm gonna say I can double block the Armory Veteran here with the 1/3s. And I have the 5th mana anyway. I don't need the treasure for the Fireball if I want to cast the Fireball on the next turn. Swarming Goblins, that is annoying how many friends they get. They got 2 friends. Well, I'm super happy they actually traded away the Valor Singer here. Now, Yeah, my Battlecry Goblin is now a lot worse than when they had exactly the Swarming Goblin with 2 friends, because they can just block it with the tokens. That's actually really bad now for me. So, what am I supposed to do? Kill the goblins with the fireball, attack with the horde robbers, trade with the 1/1 token when they double block. I have to use the fireball. I'm not gonna win by letting them attack me multiple times per turn. So both take 2 here, sadly. So if I attack with all, they're gonna put a 1/1 in front of the Sepulchre goal. I don't like that. But I guess I will trade with the 1/1 token with one of my robbers. The reason being that then the Battlecry Goblin can't be double blocked, at least by the 1/1s here. Oh, they even chose to not use... Oh my, that's actually scary. They chose to actually not, because they could have double blocked this. I even had no mana available, so this means they have like their own Battlecry Goblin most likely, and I'm just going to be dead in that case. Especially if they have a 6th land. Alright, so they're gonna try to improvise. Okay, well, I'm gonna save it by sacking one of these. So they can now attack, of course, with the tokens if they want to, but I'm going to here block. I don't have my price of loyalty, so let's just trade with the veteran here. Take 4, and now I can maybe Battlecry here, or do they have yet another drop here? They do, but okay, how does that work actually? It's going to work so that I'm gonna play a Vampire Spawn and the Rust Monster. Although, no, I'm not wanting to sacrifice this because it could be my 3rd activation for the Battlecry Goblin. Now if I do this and just attack, it's not going to do much here. Is the Rust Monster better here actually? Yeah, I think that's a better one than the Vampire Spawn. I think I'm just playing the Battlecry Goblin here. And now they have only 1 attacker with the flyer, and I can take it a few times, and I can even gain 2 life here still. But of course this requires them to not have anything too good. Okay, they have really... Okay, I'm taking 6 now. Okay, so much of the victory chances then. I thought I had a few turns, but now I'm actually dying on the next turn. Even if I gain 2 life, they have 2 flyers here. So that's it. Arbor Pegasus. They ended up winning here. But the other problem here was the Swarming Goblin that got 2 friends that kind of halted my offense here. So no matter what I do, I can get some tokens and I can pump them 3 times, but it's just not gonna work because they have... I mean, I of course have to try here something, so what I'm doing now, I wanna trigger the... This way I can trigger my pack tactics, and let's see how they block. If they do block with the Pegasus here... Well, I mean, I need to cast a Vampire Spawn here. So they're gonna block the Horde Robber here, I'm guessing here, then they will not die. I can pump only twice here. So what is going to happen, they're gonna take... Yep, it's not enough. I mean, it's nowhere near. I can sacrifice the treasure for the Rust Monster. And then I can make this deal. So 4 plus 3, 7, yep, okay, that's just... Let's just... I mean, I'm gonna lose to the counter attack. Even if I play the Vampire Spawn, because both of their flyers will be lethal. I mean, together they will be lethal when I'm at 4 life. So not a good start to the event, but opponent had a better curve than I. And I didn't draw my bums. Okay, I'm on the play. Well, now this is a pretty decent hand here. I can start maybe make this unblockable, but of course this has only 2 toughness. It's so easy to lose it to pretty much any removal spell they might have. But the Westgate Regent is of course the king of the hand. If I really want to, I might even play this on turn 4. But let's see. Okay, well that is a 1 powered Death Toucher, which doesn't matter because I can make this guy unblockable. So next turn is actually pretty sweet. I don't have to sacrifice my treasure. I can play the Sepulchre Goal and equip that tool. But let's see if they have an improvised weaponry. They do not. So I will start getting my free. Let's see if they attack, because if they don't, they kind of force me to use the Thieves' Tools. But they don't know that that was what I was wanting to do anyway here. So I will go to some dungeon. What is the dungeon I want to go into? I mean, if this is going to connect multiple times, which is still unlikely if they have Spoils of the Hunt or any of the red removal spells. Because I might want to go to the Tomb of Annihilation to get that 4/4 if this is going to connect enough times. But I think I'm still just going to the Fan Delver. It's the safe thing. I get to have 1 scry here because I don't definitely want to draw a land here. If I had the Black Dragon, maybe, but I don't. So let's just have effectively a card draw spell there, because, well, not spell but ability, because obviously drawing the swamp would have been pretty useless there. This will make a big token at some point. In the meanwhile, they can gain some life, but I can't really. Well, as long as I get to get these free ventures, I'm pretty happy about the situation. Of course, I will also get my Westgate Regent. I have 2 things they need to answer very quickly. So let's just attack with this guy. And no need for the treasure token, so I'll take a Goblin token here. I can combine it with the Manticore, for instance. Now they could have a bunch of removal, but I'm not gonna wait until they play all their spells. I'll just do this, and at least they have to discard a card if they want to target my Westgate Regent. This can just win the game if they don't have an answer for it. But now with the Basilisk in here, they could have a Spoils of the Hunt, but that doesn't seem to be the case, and this also means that they're stuck at 3 lands, but my start is way too good. Yep. And they conceded, understandably. Even have the dragon, although I didn't have the mana yet, but I was 1 land short because the treasure would be my 7th, and I only needed 6 lands there. But yep, that was a pretty easy one when they got stuck to 3, and I got my venturing machine on, and of course the Bum Rare Flyer. Okay, let's see if I can find actually the Price of Loyalty at some point while I'm also having my outlets here. Okay, Reaper's Talisman. That can be just a game over if they have a good curve here. But I suppose in one of my latest drafts I won a lot of games with the Reaper's Talisman myself, although it is very annoying to be again at 1-2. This deck seems to be, decent, but their curve is Reaper's Talisman on turn 1, Kaline on turn 2. That's really as good as it gets, almost. So, what's my chance here? I guess I need to find my Price of Loyalty. And with that I can do something. I have also a couple of turns of do nothing here. Well, maybe the opponent has 4 lands in their hand, and then they won't have anything good. Drop. Well, that's going to happen. I could sacrifice this, but it's just I mean, this is gonna die anyway on my turn because the +2/+2 effect stops happening. Yeah, I'm not going to take the treasure here now. It kind of could make sense, but if I had a 4 mana spell in my hand, maybe yeah, but I could also just draw a 2 or 3 drop here, in which case maybe the treasure isn't that important. And this will die at some point anyway to allow me to play the Black Dragon, maybe at a later point then. Okay, well that's actually... Now that was really good. Okay, now I like my chances a lot more. I mean, at least I think I now have a chance, because for a while it seemed like I won't be having a chance. But now it's an interesting question of Let's see. Oh man, that is a really good card, especially with the Reaper's Talisman. At least they got only one friend, so there is that. Okay, with the land drawn here, I think I'll play the Tiger Tribe Hunter. Otherwise, I can't play anything. So I can play the Hunter now, Herald, then at some point I will draw my lands, and this will still die into a treasure token. So I basically need only to draw one land to be able to cast the Black Dragon. So, yep. And if I'm very lucky, I'd just draw my Price of Loyalty. But let's see about that. But yeah, of course, with them having the Reaper's Talisman, it's gonna be quite difficult, unless they really are flooding out. That is like the chance to beat the Reaper's Talisman if you can't have removal for it. It's going to be... you need if the opponent doesn't draw creatures, then it's gonna be great. Now, I'm just taking this for now, definitely. I'm gonna trade the Herald with it, that's for sure. Let's see if they have a spell here. Okay, that means Black Dragon can happen, especially if I let this thing die. So Pack Tactics won't happen now, so this won't be sacking anything. Not that I necessarily want to. Let's see if I can attack for 4 here. And then I can have my Herald to block the Swarming Goblins. And then I have the Sampling Gas to block the 1/1 when it's gonna carry the Talisman at some point. I don't have an Earth Cult Elemental. In that case, I would need to draw my Grim Bounty. Now, this is a good target for the Black Dragon, but I think if I have a 4/4 flyer, that might be enough. I don't want to go to 7 here when they have an active Reaper's Talisman. It's really clogging me. That artifact is so good. Alright, so they maybe are flooding out. Okay, so this is my chance. This is my chance indeed. So now I will just, of course, still no Pack Tactics happening. Next turn it is. It doesn't have deep... okay, maybe they have a Manticore. That seems like a Manticore now, because of course it doesn't have Death Touch on defense. No, I don't have a Manticore. I wouldn't like that. But they are. Alright. Okay, Dragon's Fire. Well, that's a lot better, because that means they have nothing that could hold the Talisman, and I might be able to kill their next drop. Okay, they had spells, but not creatures. Alright. With only one mountain, the Hobgoblin Captain doesn't do a whole lot. But I mean, if they don't draw creatures, or if they draw a creature and I can kill it with Black Dragon, I do have a chance. No Earth Cult Elementals. Okay. Yep. So that's one way to beat a Reaper's Talisman. Now that said, we have an equal amount of lands here. 7 and 7. So they had spells, but they were removal spells, not any creatures. But now they are flooding out. Okay, well, I mean, I'll just pump this tries to... yeah, I mean, I can't get the... sure, let's just activate the Pack Tactics. No point playing the 4/4 when it can't even kill anything. I can deal 7 damage this way. So this is actually gonna be a win for the next turn. And this doesn't do anything on defense, so that's game. I didn't need the dragon here. So let's just do this to get the Pack Tactics, and then... wow. Well, they flooded out. But, I mean, I don't know, because I have 8 lands. Well, assuming they have a land in their hand. So they have 10, and then I have 8. So yeah, they need to have 2 more lands than I. Okay. Either way, that was a victory. And I would want to be on the play with this hand, because I could kill the 2-drop perhaps. But I guess it's good enough that I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I'm gonna just get the mountain right away. I did draw something to play on turn 2, even though it doesn't affect the board. Are they green-white? If they are, I need to kill this. Okay, green-red, so I don't know. There's a lot less life gain payoffs when they don't play white. And well, that's definitely something I'm going to take care of. So with 2 treasures, I think Tiger Trap Hunter can easily be my next turn play, unless I draw something else, or I need to use the improvised weaponry number 2 here. Well, how do I do this now? Well, let's see what I draw first. Okay. I'm not going to play the Westgate Regent because they have a Death Toucher, they could have a Spoils of the Hunt. So how do I do it? I really think it's just better to kill this anyway, because it's gonna block the... Yeah, there's no rush. I mean, they have a 1 power in on the battlefield. This is probably as good as target it can be for the Basilisk. I mean, for the improvised weaponry. Oh, they have a way to save it. No, they have some kind of response, but they didn't want to use it. So it could be a bull strength they chose not to use, or, well, a number of things. Okay, well, my chances to win just suddenly went very low. I basically need to draw now my price of loyalty. So I mean, that's the only way I can win here. Because if I play the Westgate Regent and I don't block, they can pump it to have an 8 power. Yeah, and of course if I block it, that's no way to win the game. So I'm gonna take here 7-9 here. Well, I can block the Innkeeper. I can't raise them, obviously. They have had the treasure to make this a turn 5 6-6 flying haste. Oh. Well, okay. I mean, I can lose the mythic rare. That's like that happens. But if I find my Grim Bounty or Price of Loyalty, that will allow me to stay in the game. But I will be, of course, at an extremely low life total, so it's going to be hard regardless. But of course, if I can't deal with this, it's just I think it's 2 outs I have here. Even the Farides Fireball doesn't work here because it has 6 toughness, not 5. So 2 outs. Let's see if that's gonna happen now or not. 2 outlets for the Price of Loyalty, but I don't draw it. That's also one reason I don't like the the deck that much. I haven't really forced it because sometimes you draw your not that this is I mean, this is of course a good card no matter what, but Sepulchral Goal not so much. So if you draw the other enablers or the payoffs, but not both, it's not so great then. I don't like that kind of inconsistency, so that's why I'm not really usually that a big fan of drafting the archetype. So yeah, I mean, I have to play the Regent here just to stay alive, and I think I need to... Okay, actually the Rust Monster can beat the Dragon, but this is gonna be so horrible. Do I need... this can block the 3-3, this can... Yeah, I think I need the Rust Monster. I can make it 6 power on the next turn. So this is like really, really low chance to win. I mean, amazingly low. They must have nothing here. They need to have 3 lands, but they are stuck at 5, so they have spells. So the point is that I can make this into 6 power guy. With the Tiger Tribe Hunter, I can kill the Inferno of the Star Mounts. This doesn't have trample actually. It's usually big flying dragons have trample, but this one doesn't. Not that it doesn't have enough abilities as it is. So I have to jump block with my Palm Rare here. That is very sad. So now I can trigger the pack attack. Oh, they have a Tagnar, so that's game over then, because I have to attack with both, and yep, I'm dying to the... I mean, yeah, I can kill the Inferno, but that means my guys are tapped out, and they will finish me with the ground guys when I have only the Sepulchral Goal there. Well, that was a Mythic Dragon on turn 5, 6-6 Hasty Flyer. If I had Grim Bounty in my hand, or the Price of Loyalty, yep, that would have allowed me to be in the game, but no such luck. Okay, it's surprisingly long because I'm at 2-2. That's not exactly the most rare result possible. So it should find me an opponent pretty quickly. But apparently people have maybe the format isn't so drafted anymore. Although this is like a few days until the season ends, so I would assume anyone who tries to get to top 1200 mythic are going to be playing now. That maybe also explains why I have gotten a couple of mythic rank players against me, because I think mythic rank players are the ones who are still playing to try to climb to top 1200. Okay, but this time it's going to be a platinum. So I'm on the play and with the, okay, now I have this. Let's see if I draw a pay. So this is the payoff. I need to draw the outlet. But with the Hoard Robber, Thieves' Tools, and the Westgate Regent, the hand is fantastic, especially when I'm on the play. So if they don't have a 2-drop, I can just connect with this thing. Well, let's see what they have. Okay, well, there is the payoff. That's a better payoff even. So as long as I draw like maybe 1 or 2 more lands, I should be good to go here. Okay, well that was important. So now what I can do is play the Thieves' Tools and equip, because I will get back the treasure anyway. So that's okay. They got a decent blocker for this, but I'm happy they had the 1/3 Brazen Dwarf and not their own Road Robber, because now I can freely attack here and they won't be able to get the treasure themselves. Oh, Jund colors. So some kind of splash is happening. Red has to be the main color with this 2-drop. Alright, so they played nothing. Well, I'm not gonna do anything pre-combat. Let's see if they have a Dragon's Fire they wanna use here. No, they do not. So what is the... I don't want to play the Tiger Tribe Hunter quite yet, because I want them to have something for the price of loyalty, because these of course can just get killed. It's gonna be the Regent. Let's just do it. At least they will have to discard a card if they have removal for it. And now they don't have any Death Toucher, so Spoils of the Hunt doesn't work. If they have a Swamp Grim Bounty, that works. Oh, they had a 4th color. Compelled to... oh man. Well, I didn't exactly expect to have a Compelled Duel, but now that card was the best it can be. Okay, let's not... I mean, if they have a removal for my Target Tribe Hunter, I think I'm gonna be in a slight trouble, because they still have all the spells in their hand. If they can kill this, yeah, it's not gonna be great. Compelled Duel. That wasn't one of the common removal spells. When they played the Plains, I was thinking that they might have a Minimus Containment for the Regent, but no. They even had a removal spell that didn't make them discard. So if I had any other blocker available, I would have been able to block with that, because this just says a target creature must be blocked. So if I had 2 blockers, I would have been able to throw the other one in. But now they didn't have removal on the Tiger Tribe Hunter. So am I just going to... well, I mean, I can't attack into the Sellsword. I can't make the Tribe Hunter unblockable, because this requires less than 4 power. So I think it's pretty easy, and I'm gonna sack this thing, so there's no point using treasure on this. I can still play the Swamp and the Vampire Spawn end of combat, so I will throw the Sellsword to kill the Brazen Dwarf. It's not the best thing, but it's still okay. And I want to... otherwise I can't attack with the Tribe Hunter, so that's that. And of course this is still good, especially because I have the Vampire Spawn set. They go to 10, and I have 2 creatures that can be made unblockable with the Thieves' Tools. They are not winning the race at this point at all, so they need to have something very good to still win here. wonder if they have a fifth color somewhere. Holding Ogre isn't going to be good at all, so I'm obviously rather deal additional damage. Yeah, I can't throw anything to kill this. I have only 2 power creatures, and of course this can't throw itself, and definitely I don't want to do that. So let's make this unblockable and attack for 6. Decline. And then I can have another vampire spawn to make it basically game over here. I can't really, because there are no mass removal. Only there's a black mass removal card, but it only triggers on their next upkeep. So that's not enough now. This got my Westgate region. It of course doesn't matter because I'm winning this game anyway, but it would have been pretty annoying if that was kind of the thing that made me not win this game. Okay, Spells of the Hunt kills that, but now they're tapped out, so this is very easy. Let's just finish it with this unblockable guy. Okay, let's see if I'm lucky here. Well, I don't know. Lucky if if I have a combination of at least not that unlucky draws, and if I manage to play well, I might even get to tier 1 of Diamond. I still want to try to rank up to Mythic 1200 this month, but that's not really relevant right now. Well, it's always relevant when I'm playing ranked drafts, but now this video is of course mostly about completing the set, and well, the next video is the video that will be published at the same time as this one will have the set completion happen. Okay, well, I'm not winning this match. Sorry, game. Well, it's also a match because I kept it. The reason I kept the triple swamp is because I had the playable 3-drops here, but look at the opponent's start here. I'm basically, if I had a mountain here, I think it would be okay if I just draw a removal here. But yeah, this is just I mean, I'm on the draw against this start, but only the UNT, if I can't remove it, that's gonna make them win the game. But they have the hulking bugbear for the damage there, so pretty nasty stuff here. Which means I'm going to okay, they chose to not attack with the Yuan-Ti. I'm very surprised they chose to attack with 3 power instead of 2 power and venture. I think that was, well, I don't know what is their plan here, of course, but it seems like they wanted to attack for 2 and venture, because Yuan-Ti can't be blocked when it attacks alone. So, right, well, nothing really changed. I played this here. I mean, if I do draw, I guess I could have attacked with the vampire spawn there, actually. Because now they're gonna attack with the Yuan-Ti, right? Investigator. Okay, yeah. So I should have attacked with this because they had the 2/2 and the Yuan-Ti to block, so they wouldn't have blocked with the Yuan-Ti there. And well, there's a cube. Let's hope they have nothing in their hand, so I will do this. I do need to get rid of the investigator too, but I can't keep taking damage here, so I mean they're gonna start drawing cards with the investigator, so okay, fine. I mean that's enough. I can't beat them. No matter what I draw, that's it. That is it. So was that the second or third loss? It was the third loss. So at least 1,000 gems, but no real rank progress. So 3 wins, 3 losses means that I was in the same spot. Yeah, the deck, I mean, yeah, I think it was good, but well, I don't recall the first loss, but the second one was to the Mythic Dragon, and this was me keeping a triple swamp hand, never got and they had, of course, Yuan-Ti into Hulking Bugbear start on the play. That was, I wouldn't have lost that game. I had plays available there, but they had the Yuan-Ti, which was just gonna take unblockable damage and venture into dungeon repeatedly. So combining my mono swamp hand with their start, that was pretty no chance game for me. But yeah, I think the deck was still good. Sadly, only 3 wins this time. But let's take the price here. And there will be a link. I guess there's going to be a box somewhere you see on the screen as well, showing the video that will have my final set completion update and the packs being opened. And the number of packs here is 270 that I will be opening. So check out that video if you want to. Thank you for watching, and next one will be a traditional draft, and that will be also, I will be having more traditional than premier drafts from now on, because I'm gonna try to get to mythic top 1200, but I'm gonna do a lot of drafts without recording them also, so just to get there. So I will be publishing more traditional drafts than premier drafts, because I just prefer the best of 3 mode more. Alright, thank you for watching, and bye bye.